Hello and welcome to our online classes. And today we'll study about properties of quadrilateral. It's a square. So a square, the first property is all sides are equal. Are equal. So that means this are equal. Now all angles are equal and 90 degree. So since all angles add up to give you 360 degree, that means all angles should be 90 each. 3. Both diagonals are equal and bisect each other at right angle. So let's see this one. So we have a line here. So this diagonal will bisect this diagonal exactly at 90 degree. And they are both equal. So bisect means this part will be equal to this part and this part will be equal to this part. Now, since the diagonals are exactly equal, all this value will be equal. And that's square for you. So the next figure is rectangle. So here we have a rectangle. In this case, the first property is opposite sides are equal. Equal. Now, each angle is equal. Equal, you can say. And are 90 degrees, same as square. Third, the diagonals are equal. They bisect each other, but remember what? Not at 90 degree or not at right angle. So that means if I draw a two diagonals, as you can see, okay, so we can say they basically bisect each other and they are equal, but they are not making a 90 degree. As you can see, this angle is smaller compared to this angle. So they do not bisect at right angle. For parallel lines nowadays, so we have in this case, the first one, opposite sides are equal. That means this side is equal to this side and this side is equal to this side. They are not equal to each other. That is, adjacent sides are not equal. Now, opposite angles are equal. That means this angle will be equal to this angle and this angle will be equal to this angle. So suppose this is 60, this will be 60, this is 120, this is 120. Now that gives you a very interesting answer. Adjacent angles are supplementary. That means you can say this is X, let's say this is Y. So this means angle X plus angle Y will be equal to 180 degree. And that goes. Diagonals are not equal. In this case, fifth one, diagonals bisect each other. Remember, but not at 90 degree. So that means if you draw, you can make it like this. All sides are equal. The first property. All sides are equal. Okay, so square and rhombus has all sides equal. All angles are not equal. Okay, so remember this part. So opposite. So all sides are equal. Opposite angles are equal. As you can see from the diagram, this is equal to this and this is equal to this. Okay, now comes the very interesting thing. The diagonals are not equal. Please remember this case. Okay, so one diagonal is shorter than the other diagonal. So one diagonal is shorter than the other diagonal. So one diagonal is shorter than the another diagonal. So one diagonal is shorter than the other diagonal. So in this case, we can say the diagonals are not equal. Not equal. So if you know how to make the quadrilateral properly, you will understand by drawing it as well. Equal, but they bisect, you can say. They are diagonals bisect each other at right angles. So that means you will get a lot of question on this particular figure as well. So yeah, that's it. That's the rhombus for you. Let's go for another figure. And another figure, a very interesting figure, is a kite. So in the kite, the adjacent angles are exactly equal to each other. So you make a kite like this. Okay, and roughly I made the same thing. Now that is okay. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, this and this is equal. So we have a kite. A kite which looks like a quadrilateral which looks like a kite is basically called a kite. So the adjacent angles are, sorry, adjacent sides are equal. Okay. This angle, if this is a regular one, this angle is equal to one of the opposite angles are equal. Okay. Diagonals, one diagonal, okay, you can say one diagonal bisect other diagonal. In this case, they don't bisect each other, please remember. So that means this diagonal bisect only this diagonal. And the most interesting one, they bisect at 90 degree at right angle. And that's it. That's it. That's kite for you. Let's go to another very interesting, not you can say last but not the least one, trapezium or trapezoid. Trapezium, or we also call it as trapezoid. Sorry. So in this case, I'm making a regular one. So they remember there are two ways. You can make these two sides exactly equal. If they are exactly equal, it's called a regular trapezium. And if they are not exactly equal, then we call it as a irregular trapezium. So in this case, these two sides are basically equal. These two sides are basically parallel. These two sides are equal, and nothing sort of the diagonal thing. Okay. So first one, of one of the opposite sides are parallel. Okay, as you can see, this two are parallel. This will go somewhere and meet. So obviously, they are not parallel. Okay, second one. In a regular trapezium, the edge, what do you call it? One of the opposite sides are equal. Diagonals meet internally. They do not bisect each other. They do not bisect at 90 degree. They just meet at O. Just intersect. No special property over here. Okay. That's it. That's properties of quadrilateral for you. And write it in the comment what next video of properties or anything that you want. Make sure you like and subscribe this particular video.